Have you ever thrown your heart into celebrating a milestone, only to have someone you love turn it into a stage for your humiliation? I thought my birthday would be a night of joy with family, but one sultry evening in Miami became the moment I saw their true colors. Our family's beachfront villa shimmered with the glow of fairy lights, the air thick with the scent of coconut cake, tropical cocktails, and the salty tang of the ocean breeze drifting through open doors. The party buzzed with cousins, aunts, and friends, their laughter blending with the pulsing reggaeton from a live DJ and the distant crash of waves. I adjusted my turquoise dress, my heart light as I mingled, proud of the life I'd built at 34 as a small business owner running a boutique travel agency. My sister Lara, ever the socialite, chatted with guests while her 18-year-old daughter Mia, decked out in a designer outfit, flitted around with her phone. But tonight, Lara's smiles were too forced, Mia's glances too sharp, and Dad's nervous fidgeting set my nerves on edge. As I stood near the cake, ready to blow out my candles, Mia sauntered over, a cranberry cocktail in hand. Without warning, she tossed it onto my dress, the red liquid soaking the fabric as she sneered, "Now you look as cheap as your life." The room gasped, the reggaeton fading to a dull thump in my ears. Lara laughed, a sharp, cutting sound, and said, "Oh, Mia, you're too much." While Dad looked away, his hands stuffed in his pockets. The coconut cake's sweetness turned sour in my throat, my hands trembling as I grabbed a napkin, the guests' whispers stinging like the ocean's salt. "Why?" I whispered, my voice breaking. Mia smirked, her phone already recording the moment. "You don't belong with us, Eva." The fairy lights cast harsh shadows on their smug faces as I fled to the bathroom, the damp dress clinging to my skin, their laughter echoing behind me. I didn't make a scene. I cleaned up, forced a smile through the rest of the party, and drove home, the Miami skyline blurring through my tears. Why would Mia do this? I'd paid for her summer camp, designed Lara's event flyers for free. Something was wrong. The next day, I accessed our family trust account, one Lara still managed from Dad's estate. My heart raced as I uncovered a trail of deceit, $75,000 siphoned to Lara's personal accounts, forged documents claiming trust expenses, even emails to a shady lawyer named Victor about transferring my share of the trust to Mia. One transfer hit like a hurricane. $30,000 of my business loan repayment, meant for my agency's expansion, redirected to Mia's college fund. My vision blurred, the scent of my morning coffee now bitter. Lara and Mia weren't just humiliating me. They were stealing my future, with Dad too weak to stop them, for weeks. I played along, sending Mia birthday emojis, helping Lara with party plans, all while plotting my revenge. The next big event was the family's annual charity gala at a Miami hotel, where Lara would unveil a youth scholarship fund, supposedly backed by the trust. I'd make sure it was unforgettable. I dug deeper, finding bank alerts about Lara's spending, luxury spa trips, Mia's designer wardrobe, nothing for scholarships. I traced emails to Victor, who'd drafted papers to cut me out, and found a text chain where Mia bragged to Lara about teaching Eva her place. Each clue was a spark, fueling my rage. I contacted Victor, posing as Lara's assistant. "She needs you at the gala for the fund announcement. 8 p.m., hotel." He replied eagerly, clueless about the trap. My heart pounded, but I felt a strange calm, like the quiet before a Miami thunderstorm. The gala was a spectacle. Crystal chandeliers, hibiscus centerpieces, the air filled with the scent of champagne and roasted snapper. Lara was radiant, working the crowd in a sequined gown, while Mia posed for selfies, schmoozing donors. Dad stood quietly, his eyes avoiding mine. Victor arrived, his suit rumpled, a briefcase in hand, his eyes scanning nervously. I waited until Lara took the stage, her voice dripping with false generosity as she unveiled the scholarship fund, the venue's massive screen glowing behind her. Then I signaled the AV tech, a friend I'd clued in, and the screen flickered to life. Instead of her fund slides, it showed the bank transfers, the forged documents, and Mia's text to Lara, blown up for all to see. The room fell silent, the clink of glasses stopping dead. Lara's voice faltered, her eyes darting to the screen. Victor's face drained of color, his briefcase slipping to the floor. I stepped to the microphone, my voice steady. "Thank you, Lara and Mia, for showing us what family trust really means." Donors gasped, Dad's hand flew to his mouth, and Mia's phone dropped from her hand. Victor bolted for the exit, and Lara stood frozen, the spotlight exposing every lie. I thought exposing them would wash away the stain of that night. As the crowd dispersed, Lara grabbed my arm, her voice desperate. Eva, you don't understand. I pulled away, my voice cold. I understand you used me to fund your lies. I turned to Dad, expecting regret, but his silence cut deeper. The victory felt hollow. The trust was frozen, and an audit revealed $200,000 in losses, all traced to Lara, with Mia's college fund tied to the scheme. Dad called, his voice shaky with apologies, but the damage was done. A week later, as I sorted through old family photos in my apartment, I found a letter I'd written to Lara at 17, confessing how I'd skipped her charity event to chase a client, leaving her to face criticism alone. Lara had forgiven me, but Mia, hearing the story, had held on to the resentment. Had that moment fueled their cruelty? I'd destroyed them for their betrayal. But standing in my quiet apartment, the city's hum louder than my thoughts, I realized the hardest truths aren't the ones we expose. They're the ones we bury, thinking they don't shape the family we lose. If this story tore your heart apart, smash that like button and subscribe to Cheating Stories Twist for more soul-shaking tales of betrayal and redemption. Have you ever been humiliated by family on a day meant for celebration? Share it in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with someone who loves a heart-stopping twist.